We're using our read, draw, write strategy again. Remember, the first thing you do is read and write your thinking notes, then draw and label, write a number sentence or equation if possible, and finally write a word sentence or statement. We're going to use the RDW strategy for Lesson 8. This is the second part of Lesson 8. So I'm going to go ahead and read and write any notes as I go. A decimal has one digit to the right of the decimal point. So if I think about that, to the right of the decimal point, this means that it must be in the tenths place. I'm just going to make a note of that. If we rounded this number to the nearest whole number, the result is 27. So I know I'm going to have something in the tenths place, and when I round it to the nearest whole number, the result is 27. What are the maximum and minimum possible values of those two numbers? Use a number line to show your reasoning. Include the midpoint on the number line. So I know I have to use a number line, and I have to include the midpoint, and I know midpoint means the middle. So I read my problem and I wrote some of my thinking notes. Now I need to draw. I'm going to go ahead and draw a number line for my maximum value and a number line for my minimum value. So this is my maximum, and this will be my minimum. For my maximum value, I want to write the number itself, 27, at the bottom, and then 28 at the top. I know I have to include the midpoint. It said to do that. So halfway in between 27 and 28 would be 27.5. So I have to think, what could the maximum number be so that that number would still round to 27, because it said that the result is 27. So if I have 27.5, that would round up to 28. So that means my maximum value would be 27.4. It can't go to 27.5 or above because it would round up to 28, and that's not what it said here. For my minimum, I have 27, and then I'm going one under that, which would be 26. Halfway in between there would be 26.5. I want to know the minimum number that that tenths place could possibly be. I know that 26.5 rounds up to 27. Anything below that, if I have 26.4, that would round to 26. So I know it can't be that. So this would be my minimum number. So my minimum is 26.5 for the tenths place. My maximum is 27.4. So let me write that in a statement because I'm using my read, draw, write strategy. So the maximum value is 27.4. The minimum value is 26.5.